Chapter 1. I winced at the howls and barks and growls. I was at the shelter, and I was going to adopt a dog, hopefully. My eyes scanned over the cages, skimming over mutts and street hounds. Don't get me wrong, I love animals, but none of them ... I don't know how to put it ... They weren't good enough? No, that's a bad way of saying it. They didn't catch my eye. Yeah, that's it. A stagnant must hung in the air as I walked along. Suddenly, a clanging noise caught my attention. I need a little help here! A yell rang out and a staff member pushed past me, taking off down the hall toward the yell. I, being the nosy person I am, followed. A growling noise and barking made my heart pound as I turned the corner and I froze. A weapon to surpass werewolves. It was the biggest dog I'd ever seen. Its black fur stood on end, and its large head and pristine-toothed jaws snapped at the handler, who held a catch-pole around the creature's neck, keeping it away from me, and a little at bay.
Hey guys, I don't know how I feel about this.
What kind of dog is that? I asked. It looked like a husky, but there was a wild look to it, like a damn wolf. But there were no wolves around here. Well, none that I knew of.
I don't remember White Fang like that.
Husky mix, we think. Troublemaker, this one. So goddamn aggressive, we might have to put him down. The guy with the catch-pole grunted as the dog tried to lunge. Aw, come on, don't kill it. Hey, dog, calm down, boy, I said, trying to lessen the animal's struggle. I didn't want it to be euthanized. Call me... What?
I was doing the background music. Sorry.
The surprising thing was, the beast stopped fighting and looked at me.
Are we stopping again?
Its eyes seemed to stare into my soul, and it was creepy but cool. How much for him? I asked and was greeted by looks of disbelief from the staff. The dog growled softly and wagged his tail. His head swung back and forth as he looked at the three of us, and he seemed to be assessing everything. Whoa, looky there. Did Monster just wag his tail? We nicknamed him yeah, no shit. The staff member, a woman, asked, and his dog growled, and his tail dropped. I laughed softly, and the dog lolled out his tongue and walked toward me. The handler grunted and tried to pull him back. Damn, I can't hold him! The guy gasped as Monster lurched forward, and the catch-pole was ripped from the guy's grasp.
Monster God.
I yelped as the huge mutt came running at me. Watch out, the woman's staff yelled. But my eyes had already closed as I cowered, waiting for impact. No point in running. I renamed the dog Revolver Ocelot. Revolver Ocelot? No point in running. I tensed as the thing barged into me, and I landed with a thud on the hard ground. I groaned in pain as my head came in contact with the floor. I heard a whine, and I hesitantly opened my eyes. The dog crouched over me and whined again and prodded me with his nose. My heart was racing. I've never been this close to Revolver Ocelot. And I was breathing heavily. Monster yipped and my heart froze as he opened his mouth. Someone in there, getting a little too into this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course it's Vanna.
He swooped in for the kill, and I shrieked. I paused as my cheek was covered in slobber.
It was covered.
Covered in slobber.
Covered.
He was licking me.
Licking him.
That's sexual.
Eric's
Wait,
muted.
or maybe he's just taste testing. He paused and tensed before licking me again, and stepping back, giving his fur a good shake as he did so.
My god.
Then he plopped his haunches down and wagged his tail furiously,
The whole
like
haunch,
a little
huh?
puppy dog.
Whoa, wait. Can you describe the main character to me? Is this like a Rottweiler? Eba? What are we talking about? Like a
weapon
French bulldog mix?
has Metal Gear.
Look, dude, if you want me to get off to this, I need you to give me some specifics.
Alright.
I think we
It's
should
all about Snake's relationship with Revolver Ocelot.
Revolver Mantis?
Revolver Mantis.
We should all keep the background music going, but it's all like the Metal Gear theme song, but done with Snake's groan, so it's just like.
I think he understands you, I chuckled. The dog looked at me and wagged his tail. You're a smart one, aren't you? I asked Monster, and he yipped and trotted over to stand beside me like a guard dog. He
Wait,
dipped
who's
his...
Monster?
Sorry, I asked Revolver Ocelot, and he yipped and trotted over to stand beside me like a guard dog. He dipped his head and licked my hand softly. Oh, Revolver Ocelot, before going back to a guarding stance at my side. Whoa, looks like he just accepted you as his owner or something. Kinda creepy. The staff looked at Revolver Ocelot, and he snarled. I hushed him and laid my hand on his head. He relaxed and whined. His tail hit my side as it wagged. What to name you? I asked, looking down at him. He looked up at me and tilted his head to the side. What about Revolver Ocelot? I thought out loud, and Monster growled. I chuckled and shook my head. I stared at him and realized his eyes were shifting from yellowish gold to alpha red. That's it, Revolver Ocelot. Revolver Ocelot perked his ears at the name and yipped. His tongue lolled out of his mouth. Revolver Ocelot it is, I said, and he snorted and licked my hand. Okay then, come on, there's paperwork. The Revolver Ocelot said, and Revolver Ocelot followed her, as Revolver Ocelot walked away and Revolver Ocelot trailed close behind. They tried to put him up, but to no avail, so Revolver Ocelot stayed during the paperwork.
Revolver Assalot, more like.
That's literally all that I can handle doing. I hope everyone enjoyed this experience.
I was very uncomfortable.
Revolver Ocelot.